So I think this game was decided, unfortunately for us, in the first half. They forced us into 10 turnovers and turned them into 18 points. And then, they got double-digit points off second shot opportunities all in the first half. I thought in the second half we were more prepared and ready for the tempo of the game, but at that point, we were looking at a big deficit. We got that lead in the first half down to 3, and I'm not exactly sure what happened. We had 23-20 with a deficit, and down 3, we had chances, and then they spurred us at the end of the first half, and that seems to be a recurring theme here that I don't quite have an answer for, and we have to get it answered here in due time here, real quickly. We've got to figure out either a lineup situation or a way to finish. To start games and finish halves much stronger than we have here very recently.
You said last game some of the players were tentative in the first half and weren't coming out very strong. Is that something you can coach or fix? Or how do you
I don't know. We talk about a lot as a staff about, do we change the starting lineup? Do you change what you do defensively? Do you change what you do offensively? I'm not exactly sure, but we've certainly discussed it ad nauseum as a staff. What exactly we can do to start stronger. So I think we're going to try and have an answer for that next game. We may change something either schematically or, lineup-wise, but we've got to start stronger than we have.
You guys hadn't seen a whole lot of press this season, didn't handle it well early, as you mentioned. Who shoulders the blame for that?
Well, I think it's on me, really. I mean, we had a couple days to prepare for it. I thought we did a good job preparing for it. We practiced against it. We drilled against it. We did some drill breakdown. We practiced against it. We showed it to them on film. We got the ball in bounds easily, except for the second half. We had a couple, flubbed passes. It was just taking care of the ball. I call it passing and catching, and we didn't do a good job of it.
This is 2 straight home games where you guys have lost in rather convincing fashion. Do you feel like this team has hit a wall right now?
Well, I don't know if we've hit a wall. I know that we're searching, to try and help this team get past, this loss already. We're going to meet with my staff right now. We're going to talk about what we have to do to get a win on Saturday, and that's always my MO is what do we have to do to win the next game? Turn the page, and what do you have to do to get better and give yourself the best chance to win? Because every game in this league is a challenge. I think Wilmington plays a challenging style of play. And I thought that we were ready for it, but obviously we made some mistakes and it cost us.
Made a few runs down in the second half, getting within 12 or something. What do you think kept you all from getting over the hump?
Well, I thought that they made plays. I thought there was real penetration. We went man-to-man, and they went with a high ball screen, and they got into the lane off the dribble a few times. And those are the plays they can make. There's nothing they do offensively that's unique. They set a lot of ball screens. They have 4 guards a lot, and they just drive right at you with high ball screens. And they did a good job of getting to the lane and finishing those plays.
Rod Curry, I think, finished with 21 points tonight, but didn't actually make a field goal until like 9 minutes left in the game. Obviously, the complexion of this team's changed a bit. Can you play winning basketball, getting that little production out that long in a game?
Well, I think it's obvious that when he has played well early in games, we've been better. And you struggle sometimes when your leader and your point guard, has opportunities to cash in and doesn't. So, I have a lot of confidence that Ron's going to bounce back and have a good game on Saturday. So that's where I would leave that.
Johanni's been a solid scorer for you guys this year, but he only took 5 shots tonight. What were they doing to him to kind of bottle him up and not let him get buckets?
Really nothing. To be honest with you, that's the second game in a row where he hasn't shot the ball. We want to throw him the ball in the low post. We want him to try and attack the rim. Last game he didn't take any shots in the second half, and as I sit there and look at his shot attempts again, that's disappointing. We need, we want Johanni to shoot the ball. We need him to attack the rim. We need him to get, 12, 13, 14 points in a game, because that's certainly not enough points.
Jackson can't have too much confidence in 1 week. Did he kind of hit a wall tonight?
Well, no, I think that they guarded him. I think they guarded him really well. I think they blocked 3 of his jump shots. And he's got to make better decisions. When he puts the ball on the floor 3 or 4 times in a row, he's not a physical guy. I think sometimes he tries to play physically through contact, and he's not built like that just yet. So he's got to make better decisions off the bounce. I think the other thing he's got to do is he's got to be able to drive and kick to his teammates. But Jackson can score, and I think obviously when he has scored, we're a good team too.
You've given given Joey a lot of minutes the past 2 games. What have you seen from him?
Well, yeah, obviously, he helps us, and he takes a lot of pressure off Ron, so it's a two-point guard look, and we like the look of it. It adds some speed to our backcourt, and, Joey comes up with a steal or 2 every game. Joey's got to make some strides defensively. He makes a number of errors that he knows about. We talk about it all the time, so he's got to be a lot more solid defensively, and then he can continue to, help us offensively. But I think he's a guy that's going to really help us.
This game felt a little bit like William & Mary in the terms of the way they shot the ball. They only hit 9 threes, but it seemed like they hit all 15. That was always their answer. And how frustrating is that for you to watch all of these threes just going in the last couple games?
Well, yeah, it's a little frustrating. I would grant you that. I mean, they've only made 10 threes twice this season, so for them to make 9 in our building, that's a little disappointing. Ponder was a guy that we knew could make them. Jackson was a guy that we didn't anticipate him making 4 threes, no matter how many he took. So that was a difference. In fact, Sherwood, I thought, made one, and, the one he made was against our press. It was actually a good shot for us that he took. And it was against our press. They threw it ahead to him. He took a challenge 3 in transition. That's the kind of shot when you're pressing, you want guys to shoot that ball so you can hopefully get the miss and run the other way. But he made that shot. That was a hard shot. So some were open and some were challenged, and they made a hell of a percentage. So give them credit. They came in and took it to us, especially in the first half. Okay. Thanks, guys.